details. What do we want to talk about again?
So today we are going to talk about our trip from Harrisburg, Oregon to Caldwell, Idaho. We are currently staying at the Ambassador RV Resort, and you'll be hearing about that place in the very next video. But for now, we're going to talk about our trip over here. So it's, let's see, how far is it?
I don't know.
Let me look it up. It's pretty far. I can tell you how many hours it took to get here. It was about an hour and a half to 2 hours longer than calculated.
Yes.
So that was...
Because we had a few issues along the way, which we'll talk about.
Well, go ahead while I'm looking it up. So once we get down to about this high, we have to take the clips off. Good thing it's not windy today, or this would be worse than it is.
How did these undo?
There's a little strap right here. Pull on it.
Oh.
And that releases the door.
Okay.
Just let it tilt.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
Let's get this puppy in here.
We're gonna have to watch this from.
Yeah, I'll watch him.
What it's doing.
I'll watch
now.
him. Whoa!
Careful, don't fall down the ramp. It'll be less than optimal. Okay, I'm going to go get the car. This is going to be interesting.
Hold on.
It's really interesting. There's no way to secure that thing, really. I mean, we could maybe jerry-rig it. But
Well, I'll just keep an eye on it when it's coming up and see if I can keep it open until you're past. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Yep. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, yes. The yellow chocks.
yeah, those little ramp things are. Yeah. Yeah, what did I rub? I must have hit this.
Yeah, you were hitting that. But I just don't want to hit the under white part there.
No, I don't either. I don't want to wreck it. Where are those block things? I think they're on the other side. Okay, so first round, everybody. The front of the car is rubbing, so I'm going to stop the camera.
I got it. I'll move once you get up here.
Yeah, I got my red door, or I got my window open so I can hear you and stuff.
This will be interesting. You're okay. I'm worried about this thing. Okay, wait a second. What if I come around and hold this from out there?
That's what you should do, except I do need you inside.
Just until you get up here enough.
Okay.
the side. You can go like another 2 inches. Forward, not back.
I know, it's rolling back. That's the problem.
I think you're in, but I think you need to go just a little bit more.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, it needs to go back. It's rolling back.
I know.
Come on.
There. Where are the chalks?
We're on the floor by you, I think.
I'm gonna go chalk it.
I am on the top of the rise. That's chalk. I think we're going to tie it down too, but I think we should also chalk it. So, good news, everybody. I gotta tell you, that was a little bit sketchy.
Well, and I kept having to hold that door open, and I'm like, I don't want to stand here. I'm afraid he's gonna.
Well,
get me.
everybody, if you saw that, that was a little bit sketchy.
I mean, we stopped about 30 minutes out, like they tell you to, on a trip to make sure that nothing was moving in the fifth wheel.
Got all the kayaks up above, table stuff, life jackets, and that kind of thing. Car in here, of course, my big monitor, which is strapped down. My bicycle over here, which is secured with a fork mount to the wall. And my electric scooter strapped down to the loops. And then our paddle boards over here underneath the desk. And they're kind of hemmed in between the car, and I put that cover over because I thought if they did roll forward, I don't want them to scratch up the car, and I don't want the car to get them dirty. So that's what I did there. And just to show you how this is all set up, the monitor is strapped down in 2 places. It's also secured with a permanent mount. Permanent mount is secured to the wall with a security loop. And then I've also got those, all 4 points of the desk on the bottom are also strapped to the floor.
So not out, but in.
In.
You got all your shoes on with?
Yep. Okay, we're good. Now do the vanity slide.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
I just pulled the rig out. We are on the way.
We're out at Harrisburg, guys. Here we go.
The tire pressure monitoring system is working. The left-hand side tires, not all of them are reading yet, so I'm not sure why that's going on. But when I did it before, I noticed it took a minute before they came online.
There's nothing on it now.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, 106
It's like,
now.
that's
What's that one?
Well, it rotates is what it does. It automatically rotates.
Interesting.
So
here was our home, guys. We were behind a truck stop, or a trucking company. This has been our home for about the last 2 months or so, and now we're off to Idaho.
bouncy, you might want to just turn that thing off. The big fear for me was about the smart car moving, because when we put it in the back, it's very close to my desk.
Yes, it's a very tight fit.
It's a tight fit. And so that was my big fear. And so when we stopped after that little 25, 30 minute little start, I looked at it and it hadn't budged an inch. And I was like, perfect.
Perfect. Here's our beautiful view as we are traveling to Idaho. We are going through where? Hood River?
We're on I-84 right now. We're just about to Hood River. It's sure a beautiful spot. You can still see a little bit of the smoky appearance from the wood fire smoke that's in the area because there's so many fires going right now.
Yeah. But it's a really pretty drive.
And it's a very pretty drive.
So we took off and we drove for like, what, another 2 hours?
Well, we drove until just after Hood River where there's a really nice rest area. And that's also where we ate.
Yeah, we decided, okay, we're going to stop, walk the dogs, go to the bathroom if we need to, eat lunch, and Eric can check on Zippy, our smart car in the back.
Check on the Zippy, check on everything else.
We opened up the, we take care of everything. Eric goes back to the garage, and then he comes walking out and he goes, we got a problem. I'm like, guys, check out how gorgeous this is. Sorry about the wires there in the middle. There's Eric.
Hi.
Look at what we're driving next to. It's just
rest area, 2 miles.
beautiful.
See, I told you it was just past Hood River.
Yay, rest area, I'm hungry. Like, oh crap, what's the problem? Because there's a big crack at the side of the windshield.
So here's the problem we have is this windshield is touching this desk. It had inches of clearance before, and now it's got
None.
millimeters of clearance, and so it's bopping around. Probably as it's driving, this thing's going like this and hitting the thing.
So the car did move, even though we had it strapped, and it was bouncing on the desk, and the desk was repeatedly hitting it. So on the side, by the driver's side, right past the dark, right in the dark area that you normally have around your window, is this, looks like a rock chip almost, that is spidering out in like multiple different directions.
It's about this big, so it's not like a repairable rock chip.
So we're like, oh shoot. So then he's in there strapping everything down even further, making sure everything looks good. I walk the dogs, we eat our lunch.
And by the way, I did not use regular cam straps. The desk is secured with regular cam straps. There's 2 on each leg, and there's one strapping it to one of the aluminum pulls inside the wall. And so between all of those, each of those is rated at 1,000 pounds. So the desk itself is held by 5,000 pounds of strapping. But that's braking strength. So I think working strength on a cam strap is probably somewhere around 250 to 300 pounds each or something like that would be my guess. The straps that I got for the car are 1,000 pounds working strength, 5,000 pound braking strength, and so between the 4 that I had to secure the car down,
were really good.
I had 4,000 pounds, and the car weighs under 2,000 pounds.
It still shifted.
And it moved. So,
it was crazy.
Yeah, and it was, the hooks were going to the 4 straps, to the 4 corners, and through the rims, because the rims have like holes in them. So I strapped to the rims, and despite that, it still it was bouncing, shifted. You know, and it moved.
So we get it all restrapped, we eat lunch, we think, okay, we're good to go. We'll drive, what, a couple hours?
Well, we went 2 rest areas down and looked again.
Wow.
Check out all those choppers. It's like they're flying a sortie or something. I wonder if they're flying to where a fire is or something.
Trying to get them, but it's really hard. All you can see is these little black dots in the sky.
Those are all helicopters. That is really cool.
I think I got them at the beginning, but I don't see them now.
Flying in like a
bummer.
You know. So it was like, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
And
that's when I came into the rig and went, oh, it smells really good in here. It smells like soap.
Yeah.
And the the wrapping paper had fallen forward in the closet in the bathroom, and we had a shampoo with the top up, the pump top up, and don't ask me how it did this. It strategically landed right on top of the pump, which was now oozing shampoo on the floor. So it smelled really good in the rig, and I had to clean that up.
And the car had not moved from its spot but a little bit. And so once again we reevaluated our strategy. Before we had put we had 4 sets or 4 road chocks, 2 big rubber ones that we really like that we use for the truck, and then 2 of these crappy plastic ones that I bought
worthless.
a long time ago to hold the truck up, because that was all I could find at the place I was, and I needed chocks. And they were those cheap, like $7 pair ones.
So we used all 4 of them and chocked all 4 tires to make sure, and then re-strapped down again.
And just tightened
extra,
it, you know.
Extra strengthening, and then we took off again.
And from there on, the car didn't budge. So that was the key. And the other thing we did at that last one was we decided we'd better strap the desk again.
Yeah,
so
we did.
What I had done was I had the 4 at the bottom of the desk, and then I had 1 at the back of the desk, just kind of going from where the monitor mount is up to the wall. And I thought, well, the thing is that the desk is pretty big. It's like 36 inches wide or 32 inches wide.
Bouncing.
And it just kind of, you know, does this. It flexes. And so it's secured to the back, but the front's able to flex. And so I decided to run another strap from the security on the wall around the whole desk, so then it would hold the top kind of up, so it wasn't bouncing, so it wasn't doing this.
To keep the windshield from being cracked
further damaged,
I took
2 floor mats.
Well, I took a floor mat that had a rubber bottom of a really big floor mat, and I put it across the whole windshield, and then took a big blanket and shoved it between the desk and the windshield to protect it from further damage.
Noodles.
And then we had pool noodles on the edge of the desk.
So we like went over the top, and we'll probably do the same thing on our trip down.
Because we're gonna have to replace the windshield now.
Yeah, the windshield's wrecked, which is a sad day.
Nugget says it was scary.
Yeah. The trip from Harrisburg to here was not Nugget approved.
No, it was long, and we kept having to make stops.
So
it was an 7 to 8 hour trip that took about 10.
So according to this, it's 7 hours and 41 minutes according to Google. But that assumes that you're going 70 or so, probably the whole way, and that you don't have as many stops as we did, and every time you're stopping, you're not spending 15 minutes restrapping your car. So all together, and then we did take a lunch at one point and walked the dogs and sat down and ate because we'd been in the car all day. So all together, we figured we would get here, and we knew we were going to lose an hour because of the time change.
Yeah, time change.
We figured we'd get here like at the latest by like 8 p.m.
No, 9 o'clock, after 9 o'clock.
It was like 9:15,
before
and
we got here.
The guy at Ambassador was about ready to go and go home, and I'm so thankful that he waited that extra few minutes. And because we had no idea which site we were going to be in, and we probably would have gone.
No, we knew because I had called previously and verified which site we were going to be at.
Right,
but we just didn't know where it was in the park.
Exactly, and you start driving around in a big rig like ours, and in the dark, you go the wrong way, and you end up.
Well, and he told us
around.
that if we had gone in the way you're supposed to go in, that we were so big we wouldn't have made the cut. So he actually took us around a different way, which is going the opposite direction of the way cars are supposed to go, but it was late at night and no one was driving around. So he took us in that way, which allowed us to drive directly into the spot and not have to make this really
It was like a
120
degree turn we would have had to make.
Yeah, he's like, you're not going to make that curve, so I'm just going to take you around this way. Okay, cool.
Yeah, very thankful for him to do that for us.
Park's been amazing, and we'll talk about that in our next video.
That'll be next.
So I unstrapped this wheel last night so I could walk in here because it was strapped across there. It was a trip hazard. So we're going to unstrap this. This is how we secured everything on the trip. The bike never moved because of the security job I did over here. You can see that. And then this thing is strapped also to the same loop as the car. You can see how the car is. I also loosened this side a little bit last night. Just felt like I should, or could. Wouldn't be a big deal. I don't know if you just saw that. I looked to the left. See this right here? That's from this thing hitting that, and it broke. So that was a major bummer, and it really had to do with the way it was strapped in. It wasn't strapped in properly. You live and you learn. Plus, next time we're going to put these mega chocks that I use on the truck right here. I don't know if you can see those. We're going to put those everywhere. And that'll keep this thing from rolling, which will be good. So let's let this down. We build this little Lego tower thing with these to give the car a little bit more natural ramp so it doesn't rub on the floor of the car as it's pulling out, because that's not what we want to do. So we use half per side. Yep. Let's see, we did it like this before.
Lily's upset. Just like that.
I think like that is what we did last time, so we're going to do the same thing this time. Side to side. There's no wind right now, so I really don't think it's an issue. I know. Come on.
Put that one into the other. Honey, this needs to move over.
That didn't work at all. I popped it and it moved. There we go. Boy, it's tight up here, man. Super tight.
Okay. Yeah, that's better, because that's kind of where they're lined up for the car.
Be out of the way. Now, I don't know if I was smart enough to get the car key. Let me see, it's in Groot.
I'll go get it.
Can you go get it? Okay. Can you watch this side?
Yep.
I feel like I'm really, really, really close on that side.
Not really, really close.
Okay. I don't know if I have much room to maneuver in here. Going over the desk. Really? I have to take a run at it, I guess. Wow. I'm like stuck on the arm of this desk up here.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Nope. I feel like we probably need to put one of those blocks underneath the desk so we can get over it.
Right?
Because I can't believe that it's not going right over it. It's only like 1.5 inches high, but it's stopping me. Do we have a wheel chock in still? Is that what I'm hitting?
No.
Are the wheel chocks in the front out of the way?
Oh, wait. No, this one's here. Back up.
Back up.
Now it's out.
Okay. What about the one on the other side?
Out.
Okay. I'm gonna go forward. Okay.
I'm worried about the...
Gosh dang, man.
I'm worried about the mirror there.
I am too. I am too, but we got to get out of here too. I'm gonna go to the left a little bit so I can maybe not be so far into the mirror. I'm like spinning out on that thing. Okay, well, we got to put something in there because it's not going to go over it until I put something in there. It's stuck. I can't believe. Oh, look what I did. I never unstrapped the wheel. Of course, I'm not going to leave.
It's not going anywhere.
Of course,
No,
I'm not going to leave. Like a dumbass.
That's not want to go over it because you didn't take a strap out.
Can you unhook the strap on that end?
Yes. Ow, ow, that hurt, ow, 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 that hurt, that hurt my knee. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, my knee.
Well, it's obvious that those work well.
Ow.
I don't think we're going to have any problem now.
No, not if we chalk it.
No, see, that's why we weren't able to go out.
Right.
I don't think I'm not going to have to accelerate
so go
to
just
get.
a little bit, but then turn to the left, so that we can get that mirror out a little bit.
Yep, exactly.
There it goes, right there.
Okay.
Hold on, let me check the chocks.
Yep. Yeah, you saw it here, people. You saw it here.
Okay. Yeah, you're okay. Come on.
Couple dumbasses here. Which way?
This way.
I can't see you.
That way.
It worked. Thank God it's out. That was a bit of a bear. It really helps if you unstrap.
Yes, yes it does.
Really, really
I was
helps.
thinking about it in my head. Did you check all the straps to make sure they were undone?
I thought I did. Turns out I did not. Yeah, you saw it here, people. You saw it here. So if you have not already liked our channel, please do that. And if you have somebody that you think would like this content, please share it with them. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have an Instagram account, which is /FishtailsUSA. And so you can find us on Instagram.
Soon to be a blog.
Soon to be a blog. We talked about in the last video.
And they are nugget approved.
Okay.